Happy Mario Day, Sam Driver.
Yeah? Why is everything got to have a day?
It's Mario Day, March 10.
Oh.
So Mario. Favourite Mario game, go.
Super Mario 3.
Ooh.
For the SNES edition, not the NES edition.
Oh, but the NES edition is so 8-bit and lovely.
It's crap.
Oh, mate.
The SNES version is so much better. Oh, it's so colourful and beautiful. And although Odyssey was great, but...
Odyssey is fun. Mario 64 for me.
I wasn't an N64 kid, so like I came to Mario 64 super late, and by that point I was like, the graphics are awful.
No.
So
Triple jump for more gaming stuff, by the way. We're here for wrestling. WWE have scrapped a Raw storyline. A WWE Legend has buried Hulk Hogan. And a former WWE star was backstage at Impact. Find out who in a little while. We press F for Erick Rowan's spider.
break everything.
Oh, hey, I tell you what got broken on Raw. The entire body of Erick Rowan's massive spider.
Oh, what a shame.
Leave the memories alone. That's that then. Drew McIntyre took a steel stair to the cage that encased that beautiful spider.
Like, I know that wrestling's for kids. Like, don't come at me all angry. Wrestling is predominantly, WWE is predominantly aimed toward children. But even this, man, big mechanical spider.
He did no harm. That poor spider.
No, but like what? Like, what? In what world is this supposed to be like a real? Like, why was it a mechanical spider? Didn't it bite somebody's hand off or something?
I don't know if it was meant to be a mechanical spider. I think we were meant to believe that Erick Rowan had harvested a real massive spider. I think that's what we were meant to believe. I don't think it was meant to be a robo spider. I think we were meant just to believe it was like something out of the woods of Jabberwocky.
These are the storylines that make it hard. Whenever somebody says like, you know, oh, so you watch wrestling, yeah? What's going on right now? Well, there's a mechanical spider inside a cage.
Lad has a spider. Well, he doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
So last night on Raw, it looked as if the storyline around what is in Erick Rowan's cage came to a crashing halt. And I think that's it. I think that's Erick Rowan done with the company.
No, I hope that if that storyline's done, that's it. Let's find something new for Rowan. If Rowan is indeed staying with the company, then we need to find something nice and fresh for him. He's a big lad. He doesn't need no mechanical spider to scare people.
He's had a lot of chances within WWE. I get the vibe.
Has he?
Well, yeah.
Has he?
Well, he was obviously one of the Wyatt lads.
Yeah, and then that all
Then he
fell
went
apart.
solo as a goodie for a bit.
Yeah.
Then he went solo again and feuded with the Big Show.
Yeah.
And they had the stairs match. Then he became Daniel Bryan's earth-loving mega friend.
Yeah.
And now he's Spider-Man.
So out of all of that, there are two chances, which is Wyatt family and Daniel Bryan's earth friend.
Spider-Man.
The rest of those are just
get Erick Rowan in there.
They've got like a big bag full of people, and they just throw it out. And then, yeah, he will always just emerge.
I genuinely thought he was sort of hanging on by 8 hairy legs within the company, and I don't know what the whole thing about Erick Rowan's character is. He was a big boy, but he had the mystery thing. Mystery's now done.
Can we just repackage him? Just completely repackage him. He's got the size, he's got the build. Like, I think he could realistically be a credible singles threat. He maybe needs a mouthpiece. But he's big and scary. Like, why can't we do something with that? What's going on?
I can't help but feel that this was not the intended end.
No, of course. I feel like
Rowan
it should have been something weirder inside the cage. Like, I thought it was going to be Mercy the Buzzard, but I don't know.
I thought it was just been Bray Wyatt, just pushed in there. Do you think they saw the reaction online to the big spider and just panicked? And went, let's just get rid of this immediately.
I think they might have just saw the reaction to like everybody going, what is this? And then just done quickly do the spider and that's it done.
Oh dear. Well, we wish the best to Erick Rowan, and of course we send love and condolences to Mrs. Massive Robot Spider.
Yes, R.I.P. in peace.
This Friday on SmackDown, as we talked about in the previous video, will feature the return of one Jeffrey Hardy. And all that jazz. But another former champion is appearing on SmackDown this Friday as well, with possible WrestleMania implications.
Okay, shoot.
Paige is turning up.
Okay.
They made a big fuss about this on WWE.com. They said Bayley has shared plenty of opinions as the self-proclaimed model for the women's division. After Lacey Evans and Naomi's recent resistance felt unsuccessful, Paige will now step up to try and set the SmackDown Women's Champion straight. If that doesn't sound like someone trying to book a match for WrestleMania, I don't know what does. But she can't wrestle.
I was going to say, if by some miracle Paige is cleared to wrestle again, it would be amazing, but I'd still be upset about that because it's just, I was really hoping we were going to have Naomi Bayley for Mania. I was really hoping what we were going to build towards, and now Naomi's just sort of gently being pushed back down a little bit, and Bayley's just sort of scot-free. Like last week, they were, after Bayley's match, I think it was, there was just like a bit of backwards and forwards with them backstage, and she was just like, yeah, we've beaten everybody, and yeah, I don't know what's going to happen.
I'm with you, exactly what you said, in the sense that I feel like it should have been Naomi's time at WrestleMania. Yeah. That seemed like the obvious thing. Putting Paige in there, I mean, Paige has said on multiple occasions, like, she cannot wrestle again. She's done and she's retired. She's not long had surgery as well, emergency surgery at that, so I can't imagine that she's in a position to wrestle a match, maybe manage somebody.
That would be interesting. I'd be really keen to see Paige back in a managerial role. She's a good, mouthpiece, so... yeah,
we'll find out on SmackDown. Also, obviously, I was here with Adam for the other news video. We talked about the Jeff Hardy return on SmackDown as well. Your thoughts as the SmackDown-man for what Jeff Hardy will do on Friday?
Not a clue. Genuinely not a clue, because now that Matt's gone, I think it's just going to start a ball rolling of, well, Jeff's going to go. And I think we can maybe have one big final run with Jeff and the title, but... again, we not before Mania. Stop that now. Bring him back and put him into something, but we can't catapult people into Mania this close to Mania now. It's sort of done. It's full. The gates closed 2 weeks ago. That's it.
It's weird because you set the bar so high as chaotic evil Sam Driver. I thought you'd say, right, he's going to pin the Fiend. He's then going to pin Goldberg.
No.
He's then going to set the whole set on fire and put the fist back.
No, he's probably going to have. Well, obviously, it's going to have to be a big singles feud. I can't imagine him tagging with anybody else, really. But
Sami Zayn.
I don't. Oh, well, that's interesting, actually. We could see him go toward the IC belt. That would be quite cool. But then what does Braun do for Mania?
He just gets some hands. Bret Hart is going to be on the Broken Skull Sessions next.
Yes, he is. It's going to be amazing.
Arguably more important, last night he was on Instagram Live Sessions. He did an Instagram Live feed just answering questions. I loved watching it because Bret Hart was doing an Instagram Live session the same way that your dad would FaceTime you.
Yeah. He just sat with his phone, just trying to read everything as it's coming up. It was great.
And there was 15 seconds during this sort of Q&A which made all the wrestling fans go, what?
It didn't make me go, what?
I think just because
I was fully anticipating it. The second that this subject was brought up, I was fully anticipating it.
I think because it was just said, it was said in the same sort of cadence. Well, we'll get to what he said. Bret the Hitman Hart was asked whether he likes Hulk Hogan, and his words were...
Hulk Hogan is a phony piece of ish. Yeah.
But he said it in the same cadence and tone as if somebody had asked him, what are you having for dinner?
Yeah, it was more
so
like,
casual.
It was like, so Bret, what do you think of Hulk Hogan? Oh, he's a phony piece of ish. I just you
Next
know.
question.
Yeah.
I mean... Bret, this all element, I think a lot of the anger and animosity between Bret and Hogan goes back to the 90s.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 9, that whole debacle at the end and stuff around then, and Aiden in the office,
political atmosphere as well.
Yeah, all that nonsense too. But Aiden in the office said Bret's had issue with Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon. They've all made up. Why is Bret not forgiven Hogan?
I don't know. It's just probably a deep-rooted personal animosity.
Very angry, very angry. Well, I wonder whether...
I know which one I'd back in a fight in this day and age, and it would still be Bret. I'd pay good money to watch Bret just batter, just properly, mercilessly just... Oh.
Get that in a tweet and that'll be a WrestleMania 36, mate. You have a good track record. And finally, Alex Riley. There's a name from off of the past. Alex Riley turned up at the Impact tapings. He was hanging around backstage, tweeted about it, saying, stopped by Impact Wrestling at the TV tapings in Atlanta, saw some old friends, made some new ones, and watched the roster absolutely kill it. Alex Riley.
Yeah, put a little picture of himself next to the Impact TVs.
He looks really stroppy in the picture as well.
He does, because any second now, John Cena's going to kick that door in and bury it.
We talked about that. There was a lot of animosity between Cena and Alex Riley for a long time.
For apparently no reason as well. So.
Yeah, I think it was a joke that was misinterpreted, and then it was just John Cena decided, right, I don't like you now, and that is how it is.
Can you imagine though, if you join WWE, you're in the job of your dreams. You meet John Cena, the company guy, like the flag bearer, the guy that can do no wrong, really. He's the biggest star, and he hates you. And he hates you for no reason, and he just mercilessly takes it out on you. And you would have no control. It would be horrible.
It's the fact he hung on for as long as he did and was involved in the mix as much as he was, I think is very impressive and says a lot for him. I always liked Alex Riley as a wrestler. I feel like they could have needed a little bit more meat on the bone character-wise, but as a wrestler, I always enjoyed his work.
It's the sort of thing that I always felt would come with time, provided he was given enough time. There'd eventually be that right gimmick that came along and it would all just fall into place, but
I feel like he'd be quite nice.
Unfortunately, we never got that. Though. Yeah, I mean, like, Christ, if he wants to return and go to Impact, I think that would be really cool.
I think it would suit him down to the ground. I guess we'll find out. They seem to be taking it. Like, it's a really interesting Impact roster at the moment anyway. And we don't talk about Impact enough, but the roster they've got is really quite rich and quite varied. It's very much a quality street of wrestlers who work at Impact Wrestling, and I'm here for it.
It's a company that's been through the wars, and I think they're starting to finally actually find their feet after quite a long and turbulent ride to 2020.
It's climbing back up just in time for another WWE legend to go, hey, I want to work with that company. I've got some great ideas.
We're going to put it on Monday night. 3 hours.
Have an intense Tuesday.